If you've ever heard Darius J. Wright speak, then you already know. There's something different about him. It's not just what he says, it's how he says it. The authenticity, the calm confidence, the certainty. You can feel that he's not making this up. He's not guessing. He's been there, and he's bringing back the truth. And for most people, that alone is enough to open a new door in their mind. But for me, what really lit the fire was hearing the testimonies. These aren't celebrities. These aren't spiritual influencers. These are regular people. Moms, dads, artists, students who've been shown how to leave their body and visit the other side. Not in theory, not in their imagination, but in real, direct experience. And when you hear them talk about it, something starts to shift, because in that moment, you realize, wait, I can do this too. This isn't just for Darius. This is for all of us. It's closer than I thought. That's what makes this real. That's what makes this spread. You see their faces. You hear the emotion in their voice. You watch them search for words to describe what words can't describe. And your soul starts buzzing, because you know they're telling the truth. Here are some clips, real people, real stories, talking about the moment they left their body and crossed into the other side, all thanks to the work Darius is doing.
And I was just on the side of my bed like I would normally. And then it felt like I had just woken up, but I also didn't remember quite being asleep. So I went to my kitchen, looked around my living room. It felt like I was in somebody else's house, but it looked like my place. Like there was just a weird feeling about the place. Went to the fridge, got some water, I drank it, and then I walked back to my bedroom. And right before I got in the doorway, I was like, I wonder if I see myself. Because I felt like I was up. I was very lucid. I didn't think I'm dreaming or in another world, but I know I had the weird feeling when I walked to my kitchen. When I came back, I was like, oh shit, I saw myself sleeping on my bed, and I couldn't believe that. And like I freaked out in excitement, and then I woke up. And I was like, damn.
Oh, just like the pictures that you show, it literally looks like that. It literally looks like that. I want to say blue skies, but it's not sky. It's just endless, right? I want to say like these amazing, colossal, like cathedral looking things, but everything is just so exactly.
It's as physical as the real world. Consciously speaking, you're there. You're really experiencing everything that you would experience if you were awake. And the same thoughts that I have, like, the same wild thoughts, the same personality. I'm the same person as I get out. And so that's the wildest part of these experiences, is the more conscious you become inside of it, the more you start realizing, man, like there's this like almost no difference once you get out.
Because the last one, you were riddled with fear around this.
Oh yeah.
Which was preventing. And
yeah. For 65 years, Darius. If it was either fear or not knowing what to do, and there's beings pulling me around by the arms or talking to each other about me, and it's like I don't know what to do. This is the first time I was clearly at choice and empowered. And it just felt so wonderful. So unbelievable.
Even when you come out, you roll out and you're sitting up and you're like, hold on. Is this my physical body, or is this like, because it's no different? That's what.
It's like, oh my God. It's like there was a part of me that knew I was out, but then another part was saying, wait a minute, there's no difference here.
Exactly.
See? How powerful and exciting is that? Hearing these people share their experiences, it's not just inspiring, it's familiar. It's like you already know them. Like something in their words clicks into place with something inside you. Because it does. Their stories don't just confirm what Darius teaches. They solidify it. They echo it. They prove that this isn't just his journey. It can be yours too. And that's what makes this so real. We're not watching some guru on a stage. We're listening to real people, people just like us, who are stepping outside of the lie and remembering who they truly are. And the more you hear it, the more undeniable it becomes that you are capable of doing this, that you were meant to do this, that you've known this was real all along, and now you're finally seeing it reflected back to you. So if something inside you is lighting up right now, follow it. That spark you feel, that's your soul saying, it's time to remember. Let's keep going. Because this journey, it's only just beginning.
That was the most amazing. I mean, it was just amazing. There are no words. Honestly, I know why people tell you there are no words.
Yeah, especially, yep. It takes time to try to articulate it properly, where people could understand. Yeah.
It does. And honestly, it took me a minute to even say, oh, I've just got to tell. I gotta tell Darius. I gotta tell him what I experienced. I just, man, it was amazing. It was amazing. And why are we afraid of anything here? If you, and I'm just here to say this to the folks out there who are interested in doing your method, that if they do it and that fear thing that you talk about all the time, just don't be afraid. Just don't be afraid, because once you do it, there's nothing you can't do here. There's no reason to be afraid about anything. To just try it. Take your time, because fear is fear and it has to be dealt with, because we're afraid of what we can't see or control. And then try. Definitely do this method. I did it in 2 days. It was amazing, just amazing. And I just look forward to just doing it more, because once you do it and you're successful, it's going to compel you. It's going to draw you in. It's going to draw you in. So then you have a whole nother set of issues, which means how can you not think about it when you're working? How can you not think about it when you're washing your dishes? It's like, wow. So it does change you. So get ready.
Yeah.
And thank you, Darius. Thank you, Darius, for sharing your experiences, sharing your method, because it works.
The time it actually happened, like I mentioned, is like I was getting so frustrated because I was getting so close. Everything you said, body heavy, hearing ringing, all this kind of stuff. And then I'd snap out of it. I'd do something to Twitch or something. And one night I was in my head, similar to what you said, you know what, I'm done with this. I think I'm over. I'm just losing sleep. It's not working. And maybe I just need to take a break for a long time. And I just went to bed. I rolled over my side because I naturally sleep that way. And then I went to sleep. And then at some point, all of a sudden I could see like my hands, even though I felt physically my eyes were closed, I could see it. And then I felt as if I didn't see it happen, but it felt as if someone put my hand on top of my other hand. And then kind of like you mentioned a long time ago about the way you communicate, it was like telekinesis, not telekinesis, but telepathic.
Yeah.
It was like you kind of decipher what's being said, and it basically was saying, now, go time, right now.
You realize, wait a second, this is actually happening.
Wait a second, this is actually happening. And then I didn't have to do anything, right? Right at that moment, I'm like dislodging from my body. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm out. I can't believe it. Right.
Yeah.
I'm ecstatic. So I just open up my eyes and it's just boom, there's more light than what we have here.
Soul is eternal. There is no heaven or hell. You're not going to meet some guy on a throne named God. None of that. Like, you are it. This is you, and you get to experience whatever you want. I'll tell you right now, I tell everybody I meet about my experience and about you and the great work, because I truly believe that is the most important thing we could even be doing. Like, there is nothing more important than this right here.
After I'm floating, I land back in my body, and then I just roll out on the floor. I'm like, I'm going. And as soon as I'm on the floor, I touch the floor, and it felt so real.
Yeah.
Like I have a wood floor in my bedroom, but it was like I felt the individual grains of wood.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, this is what they're talking about.
Yeah, that's it, man.
And this whole out of body experiences and and knowing that, being on the other side, it 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 does change you. It changes your whole perspective on life. Things are no longer important that used to be, and you really step into the eternal aspect of yourself. And there's nothing else I'd rather be doing than this type of work, than coming out of my body, trying to access information, and then bringing that information back and sharing it with other souls here, and raising their consciousness, and connecting with people like yourself and others. And me doing that sets my soul at peace. Like it does. Like it's the great work. It really is.
Yes, Darius is lighting the path, but these people are walking it. They're not just talking about truth, they're living it, shifting their entire lives to reflect the calling of their soul. This isn't hype. This isn't a trend. This is the real work, raw, grounded, and sacred. One day, the world will catch up. But until then, let these voices stretch your awareness, remind you who you are, and show you just how close this all really is.